Hello, my name is Imogen Caterer of Gloucestershire Healthy Mind and Relationships. I thought today I'd talk to you a little bit about innate health and what that means. I was going to talk to a mental health support group, but I also had a very, very bad cough. And I went, how am I going to speak to this group about all of us having innate health when I look so obviously ill? And I kind of considered that for a bit and realised that I had a cough, presumably a virus or something that had given me a cold and a cough, and actually it affected my ears as well. What my body was doing was it was coming out and fighting it. It was actually operating fine. Not only was it managing to beat my heart and run my brain and all sorts of things like that, but it was also managing to tackle this virus. And I went, actually, though you can call me ill, and I might well call myself ill, because I'm obviously struggling with this virus that's having some ill effects, deep down, innately, I'm still healthy. We've still got this energy, for want of a better word, inside us that allows us to live. I haven't experienced this myself, but I've asked numerous people, and everyone who has seen somebody before they've died, or just before they've died, and then after, says, look, there's a huge difference. And that huge difference is this energy, this intelligence behind life. And we spend so much of our time focusing on what we think, key word there, think, is going wrong with us, that we don't see that innate health, that innate ability, beating our hearts, running our brains, our digestive system, and guiding us through life. For instance, as I've had a cough, I've been drinking a lot of lemon and honey drinks. Now that's me in my wisdom going, actually what I need to calm my throat is to have some honey. And so much in our lives, if we look at them, are run from this wisdom that's within us, this kind of energy, this spiritual energy, if you want to call it, that is there before we die. While we're alive, and gone when we've died. It's moved on. Kind of above my pay grade to speculate where, but something changes. So innate health, when we talk about innate health, we're talking about that spark, basically, which is in us all, no matter what diagnosis. Now, well, you might go, well, isn't depression different? It's not a cough, it's not a virus. Well, what would seem to me to be the nearest thing in that case is overthinking. Overthinking, which we do out of innocence, has some negative effects. And the innate intelligence does things to try and counteract that. So it'll guide you. It's guided you here to hear this video if it's something that affects you. And it'll guide you into ways of dealing with that. And yeah, there are negative effects to overthinking, but it doesn't take away your innate health. Now, I'm going to talk about a really extreme example of this. I'm not going to say this is truth necessarily, but it is certainly the experience of Dr. Bill Pettit. He's seen numerous cases of this, and he says certainly manic psychosis Now, psychosis is when you particularly lose touch with reality. We've all got our own version of reality going on in our head, which isn't the same as the outside world. But when it gets so severe, perhaps you can't even boil a kettle or something. That's when psychiatrists talk about psychosis. Now, what Dr. Bill Pesett's experience is often that occurs to try and get attention and help to that person, because things have got so bad with the overthinking that there's this flip, and even that which sounds so awful to some people, the idea of being a psychosis, is an attempt to get help, which succeeds actually quite a lot of the time. So even when we something that has so much stigma attached, can still be your wisdom working. So, to summarise, even when we've got a cough, or we're depressed, or any other of these mental symptoms, we still have this innate health. And sometimes that innate health, that wisdom, has us moving in unusual ways in order to get the help that we need. So I hope that gives you some insights into how we are all innately healthy. Thanks for listening. Our website is www.glosshealthymind.org.uk. Thanks for listening.